I'm Emily Bertrand, the owner of Royale Equestrian Centre. This is Diamond. She's a 10-year-old thoroughbred. She used to be a racehorse and then made the transition to a riding horse. She loves jumping, and she's used for our more advanced students. So we started the farm 14 years ago with my mom and brother. My brother was actually driving by one day and saw the sign, and we applied. There were 60 applicants, and we got it. When we first started, there was not very much here, so our property is about 25 acres, and there was just this 100-year-old barn. And from there, we built onto it. We fixed up one stall at a time, one paddock at a time. We added one horse at a time, and slowly it built into what it is today. Every year, we're improving and trying to continue to build. And most recently we added 2 shed-row barns this year. I love horses. I've been obsessed with horses since I was a little girl. The first time I got to ride, I was 4 years old, and I just loved it. My mom thought it was going to be a phase, and that phase never ended. I kept riding all through high school, and then eventually, started Royale Equestrian Centre. It was my dream to always own a farm and to build a place that I could share my passion for horses with others and do the same thing for the kids that the horses did for me. So I absolutely love it. It's a dream come true. COVID hit, that was challenging. I was pretty stressed, especially the first few months, trying to figure out how are we going to navigate all of this. Our business is based on people coming in. We don't make much revenue if there's nobody coming in to ride. So that was really challenging. And then the other aspect of it was how are we going to care for all these horses if we're fully shut down and there's no income coming in. So we worked really hard. Some of our team were so kind to actually just come in and volunteer and help us out. And we made through it. We got through it. It's been hard and a lot of work, but it's also shown us how resilient we can be. So I'm happy with how we're coming out of COVID. Hopefully this is, we're nearing the end of all the shutdowns, but we've, survived it, and now we're starting to thrive again, which is great. So yeah, so we have a lot of students and especially a lot of children. We start kids at the age 4, all the way through. We've had riders that are 80 years old. I think our oldest was close to 90. So it's pretty amazing. We have about 250 students. I'd say 50% of those are children. And the kids, they just love it. They light up every time they come to the farm. It makes it so much fun. Yeah, the kids were very upset during the shutdowns not being able to come out to the farm. They really lost their routine that they had, and it was hard on them. But a lot of them love following our social media posts. We tried to keep them updated on, what the horses were up to and what we were doing at the farm, and they would walk by the farm. So luckily here we actually have a bike path that borders 2 sides of our farm. So they would come out, walk the bike path, and they'd say hi to the horses from the fence. And so that kind of gave them a little bit of, a bit of a break and a bit of hope that we'll be opening soon, and they got to see their favorite horses from afar. So we have a great team. We have about 14 coaches, and then we have all our regular barn staff. We have our maintenance manager and crew, and if it weren't for them, we wouldn't be able to do this. It takes a huge amount of people, and then we also have a volunteer program. The volunteer program, it helps with us, especially with our beginner program, so they help with tacking up the horses and caring for the horses when we're really busy. And then they also get to gain some work experience. We take co-op students on. We're quite a busy and vibrant place, and it takes a lot of people to make it work, even through to behind the scenes from our accountants, my family, who are always stepping in to help out. It takes a small village. So we try to stay very active on social media because I think it's a great way to connect. People love seeing what's going on with the horses in the farm. I try to do as much as I can. When it gets busy, it's a little harder to post more often, but I know everybody really appreciates seeing it, and it's a little different from what they normally might see. We're never really posting ads or anything like that. We're posting information, educational articles, the horses, the lessons going on. And I think, when you open up social media and you're seeing horses and positive things, it's nice. People love seeing what's going on here because a lot of them only come here one day a week. So it's a great way to stay connected.